Good afternoon, everybody. So this is my video for the weekly submission on our assessments. This week I am not in a gym, I'm actually in Nanaimo, so we don't have the facilities available. But I've got Britlin here with me. So the first one we're going to do is our hip extension. So I'm going to get you to lay down on the floor on your tummy. So we're just going to come down and you can just lay right down on your stomach. Whichever is more comfortable, you can have your hands in front of you or put your hands out at the side. And you're just going to, one at a time, lift one leg straight up off the ground. So I'm just watching to make sure that her hips are staying level and seeing that the work should be coming from her gluteus maximus and from her quads. So you can put that back down. And then we're going to try from the other side. So I'm just watching to make sure if one side of the hip is picking up as well. Both sides are coming off, we're compensating in the lower back. You can put your leg back down. So this would be completed as 5 repetitions for each leg. So the next one we're gonna do is our hip abductor. So I'm gonna get you to roll onto your side this way. So you can put your hand under your head to support you. This leg you're going to bend. And what you wanna do is create a straight line from your knee to your hips to your shoulder. There you go. So now you're going to lift this leg. You're going to lift this leg up and bring it back down. And again, we're just watching to see from her hip if there's any movement in her lower back or in her shoulder, if there's any compensation in her lower back there. So again, we would be completing this one about 5 times and then rolling over and doing the same thing on the other side. The biggest thing to remember is that her joints all stack up here with her knees, her hips, her shoulder, and her head. So the next one we're going to do is our trunk roll up. So I'm going to get you to cross your hands over your chest. You're going to bend your knees, bring your feet up, go right there. And now as if you're going to be doing a sit-up, and you're just going to crunch straight up. There you go. So you can go back down and try again. So I'm just watching to make sure that her feet are not coming off the ground and that her lower back is not arching overly. So keeping your core tight when you're doing this, just to keep your lower back flat. Yeah, there you go. So I'm just putting my hand underneath the lower back just to encourage her to keep her back and her spine still right up against my hand. Okay. So for the last one, our cervical flexion, Britlin, I'm going to get you to go up onto your shoulder blades. There you go. And so you're going to go from looking straight up, and now you're going to tilt your head to look at your toes going up. So I'm just watching to make sure that the movement is starting in her cervical spine and her neck, not starting from the base of her neck. And so you'll go right back. There you go. And just making sure that there's no movement in her lower back and in her spine.